You already know that be prepared applies to earning merit badges, but I'm here to tell you that it also applies to investing in land. Welcome back to Beyond 40 and Just Getting Started, the place where we dive into the journey of growth and abundance after 40. Another month has passed in our land flipping challenge of Summit Acreage. For anyone new, the challenge is that we're going to take $50,000 of our own seed capital starting in August of 2025 and turn it into $100,000 of net profit by the end of July 2026. In last month's update, I talked about onboarding our operations manager, who was going to focus on the metrics. The metrics are critical because most of our spend is in marketing costs. So trying to improve the metrics of the responses per mailer and the number of offers that we close significantly drive down the requirements for operating capital. So the first move I had made was to find an operations manager whose sole focus would have been those metrics. Well, the first update I have for you in this month of mixed bag results is that regretfully the operations manager decided not to stick around. While he started off with great enthusiasm and excitement, within a short period of time, he realized that this wasn't for him. Because of that, most of this month, I found myself bogged down in the operational needs of Summit Acreage. That's easy to do when you're committed to a challenge like I am. The downside is that you get your head so in the weeds that you're not looking ahead and focused on the vision and the direction and making sure the tools and resources are there. So I spent a significant amount of this month just dealing with the administration. And while I kept operations moving forward, I lost time in replacing that contract operator that could have been doing the admin work within Summit Acreage while I continued to pursue the external investor capital. The next piece of bad news is that no progress has been made on external investment capital. That's completely on me. I got too consumed in the minutia. Gratefully though, these accountability reports that I'm doing here on YouTube are exactly what prompted me that I'm too down in the weeds. And it reminded me that I needed to get somebody onboarded to act as a VA to actually execute the day-to-day operations of Summit Acreage. So I'm excited to say that the job's been posted, the position has been interviewed, and we will have a hire in place within a couple of days. So I lost time, but I'm making up for that now, and I see my mistake there. I know that I need to be focused on things like external investment capital. I mentioned earlier in the video, though, that the results are kind of a mixed bag. We talked about losing the operations manager. We talked about me not putting energy and effort into external capital, and me getting bogged down in the daily business. But the other side of the mixed bag is the good news. Things are going really well. We have 3 purchase contracts out to the title company working on closing already. And metrics are generally looking really good. Let's talk through those metrics now. This whole process starts as we send out direct mail to out-of-state landholders asking for the opportunity to make them an offer to purchase their property for cash quickly. Our plan assumes that only 2% of those mailers will actually come back to us and request an offer. So we had calculated in order to achieve $100,000 of net profit with our assumed $1,500 of profit per deal, and that we would close 1.5% of the offers that we send out, we calculated we need to send out 235,000 mailers. If we were on schedule, by now we would have sent out 15,500 mailers. We have not achieved that threshold. But we have sent out 6,371. Compared to our last month, only sending a little over 900, that's a significant improvement. Our current response rate on those offers sent out is 1.39%, below our target of 2%. But that's where the bad news ends. We've had 65 requests for offer as of this recording. Of those 65, we've offered on 23 of them. And of those 23, as I mentioned, we've signed 3 contracts right now already at the title company in process of closing. That leads to an offer closure rate of 4.61%, much better than our anticipated 1.5%. It's also too early to say regarding what our net profit per deal will be, but of these 3 deals, I think that the $1,500 target is conservative. I think we can significantly beat that. Additionally, we have more verbal agreements with landholders that they will sell us their property. Contract creation is in progress on those purchases. If everybody who has verbally agreed to sell us their property actually goes through with the sale and it clears the closing process, Summit Acreage will purchase a little over $40,000 of land investment in its first month of operation. And I reasonably think we can turn around and sell that same land for about $60,000. Now, not all that $20,000 will be profit because of mailing expenses and other overhead, but we should be able to achieve $5,000 to $8,000 of actual profit in these first handful of deals. That's a strong sign when the goal is only to achieve $100,000. So yes, I got lost in the weeds for an entire month. I missed out on time of onboarding external investment capital and getting somebody in here to actually execute the daily operations. But at the same time, I'm excited about the results that we're seeing, and I feel very confident that we will be able to achieve this $100,000 profit challenge by the end of July 2026. There's obviously hurdles ahead of us. There will still be issues to overcome, and we still need to sell our first piece of property to prove our system actually works. But I'm confident we're headed in the right direction, and I cannot wait to give you the update next month. If you are taking action to escape your own employee pool, click the like button and let me know you're out there. I want these update videos to be a rallying cry for this community, that the prosperity pool exists and it's available to all of us who sincerely want it and are willing to go for it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.